alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day, mate. Well, I'm Azra. I live in Australia, in Melbourne. And most of my videos are in Bosnian language, as you all know. But since I live in Australia, my daughter-in-law, Melek, which I say thank you very much, and Mama loves you, recommended to actually make the videos in English. And I think she's right. I do live in this country. Also, Tuche, thank you very much, Tuche. She also recommended this morning, I found the message, to actually make the video and what I'm doing in English. And I think both of them are right. Anyway, so I tried to make this video, the intro, I think they say it like that way, so many times, to the point where I start saying certain words. And I thought, this one, I'm not changing and I'm not stopping anything. But also what I want to say is, as the World Cup is going on, the soccer, you all learn the song. I am from Bosnia, take me to America. Stop there. I changed the song completely. So I'm gonna just tell you, I can't sing that song, but I'm gonna just tell you what's going on in my song. So this is how it goes. I am from Bosnia, live in Australia, where the kangaroos jump and the weather's strange. I left my winter boots. Now I'm wearing Crocs and the thongs, Crocs. Barbecue on Christmas, what the hell is going on? Take me to Australia, mate, where the spiders own real estate. Watch for the snakes and the kangaroos too, but the magpies, they scare me more than the zoo. Coffee costs me a fortune every single day, but I still smile and say, good day. Driving on the left side still blows my mind. I turn on wipers every single time. Take me to Australia, mate. Vegemite? I'll pass. It's not my fate. Kangaroos crossing, wombats too. Even the birds know more than I do. From Chavapi to a pie, what a cosy ride. Now I say no worries with Australian pride. Bosnian heart and an Aussie sun, two beautiful countries rolled into one. I'm from Bosnia, but now I'm an Aussie too. Still not Burek, but fish and chips will do. Life is funny, what can I say? Cheers, mate, and have an awesome day. So that's my Aussie song. Anyway, I hope you all like it. Today I am making a Bosnian shortbread. It's a Bosnian shortbread. I know you all have shortbreads, all kind of shortbreads, and I love them all. But this is a completely, so actually it's not different. It's most of the ingredients the same. Anyway, what you will need for this recipe, you will need vanilla extract. So this one is from Queen. And you also need a vanilla sugar and the baking powder. You will need the whole bag. You will also need about 260 grams of melted butter. And you will need something to shape them. Something like this. If you don't have them, like I have all like kind of shapes, hang on. Like this. I don't know, all kind of shapes. Anyway, so if you don't have them, that's fine. You can make shapes by your hands. And you will also need a flour, enough to make that nice dough where you will be able to actually roll them nicely or just put them into these shapers. I think they're called shapers. If I'm wrong, correct me. let's get started with our cooking. So I have flour here. I have my butter ready. Everything is ready except those things where I'm gonna shape them into, where I'm gonna put them into, because I realize I haven't used them for a long time and they need to be washed. So, and that's fine. I'll place the butter first. Just gonna blow this down. Okay, butter melted. You will need all-purpose flour, just the normal flour. Normal flour, I use Coles flour because I shop most of my ingredients, all of my actually shopping from Coles. Like all my grocery from Coles. I do like other shops as well, but I do prefer Coles. Okay, so I normally place this. First, the baking powder and the vanilla sugar. And vanilla essence, so just like that, drop of it. I also forgot that you will need 2 eggs. And as I said, I'm not gonna edit anything, so whatever it comes, however it comes out, just guys enjoy it. And I hope you enjoyed my song. I live in Australia for almost 30 years, and trust me guys, I really like it here. Okay, 2 eggs. And just beat it everything. And because the eggs are cold, so the butter will turn a little bit like this, and that's fine. You don't need to worry about that. As I said, I live in Australia for almost 30 years. Next year will be 30 years. And I remember when I was coming to Australia, you know, when you don't know anything about country that you're going to, and plus I came from Bosnia, which was in a war zone, and being from such a country torn by a war, so you get scared, like you're going into unknown. And knowing, like, you know, certain things, of course, and facts of Australia while I was going to school and learning about Australia, you learn just about animals, the government, but you don't learn anything else. And obviously, like, you will be scared, like, oh my God, I'm going to a country that's not known to me, don't know the weather, don't know the people, don't know the language. I couldn't speak English. I learned French and Italian, so English was honestly, I don't want you to be angry with me, but English was the last language for some reason on my list. Like, I was a romantic soul, so I wanted to learn French and Italian. Anyway, so I arrived here, and as a refugee in this country, so I waited my turn. I got the visa and everything, and came here with one of my kids. I had one child at a time, and he is in his 30s now with the kids and wife. Inshallah. May God bless them. I was scared. I was scared of absolutely everything. And you know what? They dropped me to Brisbane. I mean, they dropped us to Brisbane. There were so many of us that came on that particular day. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even notice that the steering wheel is on the right side and you're driving is on the left side. That's how scared I was. But anyway, somehow, like, they asked me, like, in the bus, we came and we got into the bus and they asked me, like, have you noticed everything? I was like, I'm so scared, I haven't noticed anything. And all of the people like, can't you see where's the steering wheel and how they drive and the way that the driver is dressed? And I was like, I don't know, like, I was just so confused and so tired. I was very tired as well. So all the facts were just kind of, I wouldn't say I was careless, I was just scared and very confused and very nervous about the whole thing, how it's gonna happen. Anyway, so we arrived to Hawthorn, that's in Brisbane. And on the other side of Hawthorn, you can see Brisbane City. But my thing was like, I was very angry for some reason. I walked out of the office where they sat us down to tell us all the rules and what's going to happen when we arrive to Australia the first couple of weeks and how we're going to go to English classes. I just walked out. I was young. I was stupid in certain things, in certain aspects, like, you know, I was just confused, put it that way. I'll stop here. Okay, let's continue. I walked out and the lady, her name was Sandra, she walked out and she asked me, what's wrong? Like, you have to come back inside and listen what they're gonna tell you. I was like, no. Asked the woman, she was interpreter, that Sandra, I asked her when she made the new rules for me that I have to listen to her. So that's how bad it was. And they asked me, what's the problem? They thought they've done something. And I was like, no, you haven't done anything. I'm just confused. You said, like, because I was reading about Brisbane and there was like 1 million people that lives in Brisbane. And I asked them, where's those people? I can't see a single person, a single living soul on the street. And that's what scared me. I couldn't see people. I'm someone who loves people. I love people. I love talking to people. I love being around people. I love listening their stories. I just love people in general. I love animals too. I have a cat. But I do love people. Like, I really love people. All kind of people. It doesn't matter where they're from, what religion are, like, I don't care. I just don't care. I just love people in general. Anyway, so what they've done, because they realised I'm so scared and I'm so confused, they took me closer to city and my family and another families too. Some other families that were at that particular day that arrived with me and my ex-husband. Anyway, and after a while after maybe a week or so, I can't remember now, it's been a long time, we started with school. We start doing English classes and I was young, so it was easy to learn English. And that was, I think we had about 500 hours of English, which I haven't finished. I started working. And that was different, like, you know, and I remember the first maybe couple of weeks I didn't want to go out. And I remember seeing magpies and those big crows, like those black ones. They were huge. In Brisbane, everything seems huger, bigger, normally than anywhere else in Australia. Those birds were massive. I felt like I was in a Hitchcock movies. And I was so scared to go out. And I saw the snake, the brown snake. I was so scared. I hate everything that crawls. I remember seeing the spider the first time too. I thought someone put a toy on the wall. That's how big it was. You know those toys that you float, like you just throw and then it stacks on the wall. I thought that was. Anyway, so after a while I got used to it, and I remember going first time to the shop. Like when you arrive to Australia, you don't have cars, so you have to walk, or you have to take taxis, buses. You learn lots about public transport as well. Yeah, so I dressed myself nicely. I had high heels. God, I just remember anyway. And walking to Woolies. That was the closest, Woolworths was the closest to where we lived. Where was that buildings for the people that comes from other countries, like for the immigrants. So while I was walking, I had a massive fall. I scratched my knees, my elbows, my hands. I was so angry. I just wanted to. That was the first time I was going out of the house, and I fall down, like really bad. I remember being really angry. And anyway, we came to Woolies, and I walked in, and I just looked at the people. And I saw the guy, with the ripped shirts and his thongs, and walking with, shopping, people coming for work in their uniforms, like painters, builders, I don't know, all kind of people. And I was just looking, I was like, oh my God, why are you walking like that? That was strange for me, because in Bosnia, honestly, you go to the shops just every morning to buy fresh bread and the milk. You're fully dressed with the makeup. And that was the thing. It was shocking for me, but I also love it. The reason why, because I like to wear something that's always relaxing. Even when I go to the parties, birthdays, whatever, I was invited to Christmas parties or whatever. I do like to be in relaxed clothes. I just hate everything that ties me up and I can't breathe. So that was shocking. As much as it was shocking, I was like, okay, I don't need makeup. I don't need fancy clothes every day. I can just walk in my, I don't know, thongs and in my pajamas if I want to. And I like that. And I also like that part that no one doesn't care what do you wear, where do you live, how do you live, as long as you're not in trouble and need help. So, and if you need help, everybody's here. So helpful. Anyway, so after my 500 hours of English that I haven't finished, I remember when I needed to go to a hospital for ultrasound. I had some issues with, can't remember now. But anyway, I needed to do ultrasound, and it was completely on the other side of, I live close to city, but I needed to go somewhere. If you ask me now the name of the area, I have no idea, but it was too far to the other side of Brisbane, where I need to do that ultrasound. Why did they send me there? I have no idea. Anyway, and I was like, how am I gonna go there? My English is so limited. I'm so scared, but I needed to do it. So I encourage myself as I get out of this house, get the bus. I'll learn how to read the, those, how you track the bus where you're going, the route of the trucks, of the buses. I jumped into the bus. I say to the driver where I need to go. And he said to me something city, something, remember saying in Mater Hospital. I was like, I'm not going there. I know where's Mater Hospital, but I'm not going there. I need to go somewhere else. And he explained to me really slowly, and he said that I need to take off that bus and take another bus to go there, to that particular hospital. I said, okay. I understood. He was so kind. He was so patient. He was an elderly man. Beautiful person, beautiful soul. And so understanding why I'm saying all the time, so understanding, because when you come to another country where you can't speak a language, where you don't understand the law, when you don't understand the people, and those kinds of matters a lot, particularly to us who comes from the war-torn countries. Anyway, so he explained to me, and I did get there safely. Now I need to take the bus back. And there was two people sitting there very much with an Aussie accent, and I couldn't understand a single word coming out of their mouth because they were speaking more slang than English. And then they understood I was young, I was in my early 20s, that I can't understand the slang that they were saying to me, so they start speaking more that I will be likely to understand. So they told me what number of the bus I need to take, where I need to take it off, and how to go back to Morocco. That's where I lived. And that was really nice. That was really lovely of them. And again, the bus driver was really, really helpful, really nice. So that was the first days of me in this beautiful country. And of course, then you learn everything else along the way. We start working, start learning more English, learning more about the culture of Australia. As I said in my song, cevapi, but the fish and chips will do. Cevapi is a national Bosnian dish. In general, in Balkan, everybody eats cevapi and everybody likes cevapi. It's like a little sausages. So that was the first days of my first days of this country. I still have my family that lives in Bosnia. I do have my kids that lives here with me and my grandkids. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 53. I want to say thank you to all of you, my friends and my family, particularly my grandkids, who made my day so special and unforgettable. Anyway, now I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to go back to my sink to wash those little things where I'm going to shape the shortbreads and continue. Now I just remember something. Well, I washed this stuff and I'm just drying them off. I remember something. I'm 53. I turned 53 yesterday. That's not an issue. The issue is I want to be a YouTuber. It's not that. There's a friend of mine. It's not like that. I want to be a YouTuber. Wow. No, I just want to actually represent the culture of Bosnia and also Australia. How beautiful is here and how beautiful is Bosnia. Oh my God, people, you have to, like, if you haven't been in Bosnia, if you haven't been in Serbia, if you haven't been in Croatia, Greece, Balkan in general, please go. Visit those beautiful countries. They offer so much, trust me. Like, Australia is gorgeous. There's so many beautiful sceneries, beautiful old buildings, beautiful animals, and there's so many things to see here. But if you haven't traveled, start doing that. The reason, once you start traveling, you will learn the culture, you will learn the people, you will learn their dishes, like, you know, their national dishes, what they do on their daily basis, and how they dress, how they dance, how they sing, absolutely everything. You'll learn. Once you start traveling, you will learn. So I recommend you to go to Bosnia. I'm from a town called Mostar, which is south in the country. And that part is called Herzegovina. So, you know, the country with two names, Bosnia and Herzegovina. So I'm from Herzegovina. Very proud. I'm sorry, I have to speak. Anyway, I washed them, I dried them. I don't have glasses, I hope they're washed well. Okay. Shades. Oh, okay, this one needs to be washed again. Do I have any other different shades? Flowers. Some of them, you won't believe, I found in those, you know, $2 shops. And some of them I found in the shop called Didi Nut here, close to where I live, and that will be southeast Melbourne. And they're really, really nice. Okay, what do you have to do? You have to preheat the oven on 180 degrees or 160, depends of if it's your fence force oven. So my one is fence force, but it's also gas heating, like the gas oven. So I have to, I always put a little bit higher than normally to bake properly, and also particularly when I'm making burek, the Bosnian dish, like, you know, I put it full on so it bakes. Otherwise, I will be waiting by the oven all day long. So you will need one of these, so you can actually put all these once you fill them up in here, and then into the oven. So how much you have to put of it, I'll show you. So not too full, not too empty. There you go. Also, warning, if you hear any noises that are not normal, that's my son playing games. So once he plays games, he screams, he yells, he swears. He's a young boy and he's not working today. So let him be. Anyway. There you go. So they don't need to be perfect shaped. No. they will be perfect to eat, and that's important. So what else also you can do here? You can add coconut, you can add walnut, hazelnut, almond, and anything that you like and anything that you're not allergic to, or just plain like I'm doing today, because I just realized I don't have walnut, which I normally always have in the house. I have peanuts. I don't want to do peanut. I like to eat peanut, but not to put it in a cakes, unless it's a peanut butter. And then you can also make them chocolate. You can add chocolate to it, like the the chocolate powder. And so if you add chocolate powder, which means that you will need to add less flour. So I do want to represent here to my Australian friends and family members. Is they family members? No, but they are people who were born here, so they are Aussies, yeah? Recommend? I mean, not recommend, but bring some Bosnian culture. Next time I will be wearing a Bosnian national clothes, like, the traditional clothes. And that will be fun. So that day I'll probably make burek again. And cevapi, and lepinja. And in a couple of days, I'll show you how we do lamb on the spit. What we do before that. And of course, once you do lamb on the spit, you're just gonna eat it and enjoy it. But not only that, Australia has the best lamb meat, honestly. And I have to say that Victoria, some people say Tasmania, I like the lamb that is produced in Victoria, because it's just like the weather is not too hot, it's cold, we have winters. So the lamb has all those 4 seasons. In Queensland, it's not that nice, like the lamb meat, but definitely Victoria has the best. Why did I move? Someone asked me like the other day, how come I'm not in Brisbane anymore? Well, there were so many factors why did I come here. But mainly, Melbourne is not that boring. Melbourne has so much. I'm not saying that Brisbane doesn't have, it has. Like, Brisbane is beautiful. It's very relaxing. It's very easygoing. It's too hot. Everything is slow. Here, everything is fast. Everything is just go, 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 go. Do. So, so that's why I like it here. And it was probably written in my destiny to come here and to raise my kids here and to start having my grandkids here. So everything in life happens with the reason, and I believe in that. So this is how it kind of looks when it's on the tray. I put the oven on already, and my one, as I said, before, if the oven is not so hot, so you have to put it a little bit higher temperature. So I put my one on 180, and I think you have to bake it for about 10 minutes, 15 the most. you will see by the color, they go into like a really nice golden color, beautiful golden color. I remember when I made them the first time, and since then, I was maybe 10, 11 when I made them the first time. And since then, actually when I tried them the first time, like I was a kid, like I really, like I was, I don't know, maybe 7, 8, whatever. But then when I made them the first time, definitely became my favorite cookies. Okay, so this bunch is done, and I have to do another bunch. Inside, and this bunch, I remember I had some coconut. As you can see, I love coals. I love coals. I'm gonna add some coconut into this one. Just maybe a handful, or a little more than a handful. I'm still having them looking like this, like, you know, messages, and people are still posting on my Facebook and wishing me a happy birthday, and I thank them a lot. They're really nice. They made my day very special. So I had probably about 300 messages, which is really nice. Anyway, so this one, I add, as I said, I add the coconuts. I will think I will need to add a little bit more butter to this one, as of course the it's too dry, and you don't want that. You see? So I will need to add a little bit more butter. You can even add oil, that's fine. I also remember, okay, there, I add actually the oil to it, and it's just nice. I also remember when I was about to arrive to Australia, people were telling me, scaring me with all kinds of stuff. I thought everything in Australia just want to kill you, eat you alive. The crocodiles, the kangaroos, the great white shark, everything's just gonna eat you and kill you. The snakes, the spiders, and I hate everything that crawls. You know what? What a myth. No one doesn't kill you. No one does. No animals, they run away from us. Same as we got scared of them, they get scared of us too. So that's the biggest myth. Like massive myth. I think that's how they said myth. Yeah, myth. Like biggest myth ever. And there's so many other like, you know, stuff that people are like, you know, no, don't go to Australia. What? The koalas are cute. Come to Australia. The koalas are cute. Even as saltwater crocodiles, they're beautiful. You should see them. They're really nice. Very nice. That sounds... Honestly, just come visit this beautiful country. My mom was here, and you know what? I didn't see my mom for a while because my kids were small. I couldn't travel, so I was a single parent, and like, you know, I couldn't leave the kids. You don't have enough money, like, you know, to just to like buy 4 tickets, get 5 tickets, 5 passports, not one-way tickets. You have to go return tickets, right? So you just simply can't afford that. I was a single parent. You know, you have to work 4 or 5 jobs. They went to private schools, and you know, you have to pay all for all that. Anyway, so I decided I'm going to bring my mum. I do have my dad too, thank God. Alhamdulillah, they're still alive. They're beautiful people and very funny people. But so my mum arrived to Australia, and when I saw her the first time after so many years, I just looked at my mum. I mean, we already had internet, we could see each other, but it's not the same. And I was just like, oh my God, this little lady is my mum that I haven't seen for a long time. And I looked at her face and I was like, my mum aged. it was really sad. But my mom learned about Australia. She gained some beautiful friends here as well. I have to tell you, there's a huge Bosnian community here. So I have to say thank you to Shaka for inviting my mom quite often to her place and being her friend, and Teta Ružica as well, and some other ladies. But anyway, so my father was still in Bosnia. And I asked my mom one day, don't you miss your husband? She looked at me and she just had that really funny look. And she swore. And she said, no. I love it here. And honestly, my mom loved it. She enjoyed it here so much that she stayed for the entire year, like a whole year. She's got the visa for 1 year. And she stayed for the whole year. And she loved it. And even now when I go to Bosnia now, my kids are grown up, I can travel anyway. She still talks how Australia is so beautiful, how she met such a beautiful people, and how everybody's relaxed. She just loved it, absolutely loved it. And then she tried different kind of food, I made curries, I made, I don't know, Mexican, whatever. Of course, we made cevapi and burek and dolma and I don't know, all kind of other food. But my mom, she loved it. Guess where I took her once when she came here? And I said to Mom, I'm going to take you to the finest and the fanciest restaurant in entire country. I took my mom to McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat burgers. I mean, I eat burgers, but I just don't like burgers from McDonald's. Anyway, I love coffees. But I'm stopped completely anyway, fast food in general. So, my mom, we walked in and my mom was looking around like this and she goes, and what is this? A šta je ovo? Gdje sme ovo dovela jedna? What is this? Where did you bring me? What kind of a restaurant is this? I was, Mom, I told you, finest and the fanciest. McDonald's, okay? In Bosnia, we had McDonald's, but they shut it down. Trust me, with lots of reasons. They found certain things that's supposed to not be in meat. Anyway, so the then my mom, she was eating those burgers and I thought, you like it? And she goes like, well, it's not too bad, but I don't see anything fancy about this. Poor thing. And I remember I put her photos eating McDonald's on my Facebook, and one of the guys that on the restaurant here, he's also Bosnian. He calls my mom Nena, which means grandma. He said, come here, Neno, to my restaurant and I'll feed you well. Your daughter doesn't know what she's doing. So we laughed about it. Anyway, he didn't win anything bad. They're very nice family. So big salam to Rusmir and his wife. So yeah, my mom liked it. And then the Ramadan came. We start fasting, right? So I couldn't cook every day because of work and everything, but my daughter did it. And my daughter was very small at the time. And my mom was just couldn't believe. She was like, oh my God, she can cook, she can clean, she can do this, she can do that. And I'm thinking, I was studying in this country, girl, woman. Who else gonna do it? So you have to teach your kids to do it. And my daughter was actually cooking when she was really small because I was studying. I went to school for a couple of years, not for the English classes. I was studying to be a counsellor in jail. Anyway, I'm not doing that, right? I was everything but not that. I was even a truck driver. So, and I was the only hijabi in the entire Melbourne driving a truck. Fun. I loved it. Anyway, so my things are cooking there, baking, and then I'm gonna put this one as well because I can put 2 trays inside, but it's not gonna be baked equally. Like, you know, that one side goes darker, one side goes lighter. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'll put it afterwards. This one too, and then we're gonna put them into an icing sugar. I don't know if I have any. If I'm not, I'm gonna make some. Give me a little bit of break. Just continue and tell you this. Tomorrow I'm gonna make those bullocks because I need to do that for my son and his wife. They're having some guests over. So I'll show you, to my beautiful Australians, how to make burek. I'm gonna make, we call burek only the one with the meat, but I think because they're gonna be so much meat, so I'm gonna make a cheese and spinach pita. We don't call it burek, we call it pita in Bosnia. And I'm gonna make the probably potato one. Or I'll see what vegetables I have. So I can actually use it in, and you can make with everything and anything you like it. You can even make sweet ones, like a cherry ones. So, but tomorrow I'm gonna make the doors today and just nicely stretch them tomorrow, roll them, bake them. This video is gonna be too long. I have no idea what I was saying, what I was doing. I mean, I know what I was doing, but I have no idea what I was saying. Anyway, I'll just stop now talking. I keep pausing it and continuing. And I'm just looking at the time. It's going to be more than an hour, regardless of it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I just like to bake and cook, and I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm not going to say anything anymore. I'm going to wait for this to be done and baked, and then I'm just going to show you the final results of these beautiful cookies, the Bosnian shortbreads. So that's it for now. Oh, maybe you noticed that I haven't put any sugar into the dough for the shortbread. I don't. Very simple reason, because we don't like too sweet. Once you bite them, they're really melting in your mouth. But what I do, I cover them with icing sugar, and that's plenty of sweets on it. Trust me on the word that I say. And as I said, I have no icing sugar. I didn't find any, so I have to make some. So you just use this and coffee grinder, the electric one if you have. If not, I'll show you what to use. I'm going to use this one, and that's just a Kmart brand, and I've been using it. This one I've been using for over 10 years. Like, honestly, I've been using it for such a long time, and I don't need a better one. There's no need for a better one. Okay, I'm just going to turn this off to make them. There you go. I have my icing sugar made. So you just use normal sugar, like this, crystal. Put it into the machine and just, that's what you get. But this, I opened it too soon and the dust was just going everywhere. Oh. Shortbreads are done, and I'll show you. You don't need to even put any oil or anything on this little stuff. You just put them in, and then that's how you get them. They're all done. They come up easy. And you put them into that sugar, okay? There, they're covered in sugar. Place them into plate or anything. See how they come up, easy. Oh, actually, I'll show you. And they're very sweet after this. So that's why I don't like to put any sugar inside. You can, no issues about it. You can do the sugar as well inside, but I just don't. And I think there's plenty of sugar on this one. Anyway, I'll just show you now how they, when you break it. See? And let me taste it. It's amazing. They're so soft. Because of butter, they melt in the mouth. Just gorgeous. Love it. So, that's it for today. My beautiful. Let me just finish this. I haven't made them for a long time because I love them so much and I can't stop eating them. So, excuse-moi. Beautiful. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my song, the poem that I actually wrote for this beautiful country. So as I say, chavapi, but fish and chips will do. So enjoy the recipe as well. And let me know in the comments what you think. And I hope that you're gonna be nice and gentle, please. All right, that's it for today. Assalamu alaikum. Bye. Have an awesome day and stay safe. Much love.